Well, this is not how I thought I would start the morning off here inside of the Tesla service center. Something is going on with one of my tires. I'm just waiting for the service to be done. I just want to go to Disney. All right, that was quite expensive, but the tire has been replaced. The car is good to go. What a morning. It's part of life. But now let's head over to Disney's Hollywood Studios for some fun. So it was announced at D23 that a Monsters Inc. land would be coming here to Hollywood Studios, but they did not say when and they did not say where. Now there's a ton of speculation going all around the internet about the location of this Monsters Inc. land. There's also a ton of rumors, but I personally believe nobody really knows other than Disney, and even that's pretty questionable because I don't even think Disney knows where they're putting it either. I mean, a ton of people are already upset by this decision from Disney, and I get it. I see both sides here because Muppet Vision 3D opened in 1991. It's one of the very few remaining things from the original days, back when this park was MGM. This is Jim Henson's legacy here. It's iconic to this park. So I thought today, let me come to this park, let me walk around and do a little bit of PCD investigating. Let's see what we can find out. I'm excited to be here. Thank you for being here as well. I hope you guys are ready because I am. Let's go do this. All right, after a crazy morning, I have finally made it inside of Disney's Hollywood Studios. As I'm walking around here, I'm noticing the park is not that busy at all. It's just about 11:15 in the morning. Not that many people are here. Wait times are not too bad right now. I know September is usually a slower time. I would always say if you want to come to Disney and not wait in line all day, September is a really good time to come. Which still looks like still a really good time to come. Another really good time to come because I know some of you got pretty curious when I was talking about how September is a really good time to visit. I would say January and February are also a really good time to visit with September. Only 45 minutes to ride the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I'm heading back here near Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith because we have some more news to talk about. By the way, Rock and Roller Coaster only has a 40-minute standby wait currently. And this is what I'm here to talk about, Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. So last week, Disney announced that they would be closing Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which is a fun show for the entire family to enjoy. Looks like a show just let out. But it's going away, and villains are coming here to fill in this space. There's going to be an all-new villain show in this building in 2025, which I am really excited about. But the one thing that I just don't understand, Disney announced all of this villain stuff coming over to the Magic Kingdom, and like all of a sudden, villains are coming here to Hollywood Studios. Magic Kingdom is the place for villains, not any other park, but Magic Kingdom. If you agree, or even disagree, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about this. And Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy will close on October 8th, 2024, which means October 7th will be the final day. Keep in mind, to all of my Cars fans, Cars is coming over to the Magic Kingdom and it's going to replace Rivers of America. I've made a full video about that. If you want to hear my thoughts on that subject matter, I'll be sure to leave the link down below in the description. But Cars and villains are going over to the Magic Kingdom. And over here at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, standby is sitting at a 35-minute wait. Let's get back on track here. I'm now walking through Animation Courtyard, and this is where some rumors are pointing for Monsters Inc. to go. And personally, I do believe Monsters Inc. should be built right here because Voyage of the Little Mermaid is not looking too good, even though there's a show, a reimagined show coming. But we don't even know if that's truly happening at this point. I've been hearing there's just so many issues within this building as far as plumbing. And then you have 2 stores right here that have yet to reopen. And then you have Star Wars Launch Bay, which is just very sad nowadays because there's really nothing going on in Launch Bay other than you can meet Darth Vader, BB-8, and Chewbacca, which all have very low wait times now. You can find restrooms. And then, of course, you do have Disney Junior Dance Party over here for the kiddos. Now, I don't want Disney Junior to go away. I think they should move that somewhere else. And honestly, Disney, why not bring Descendants to the parks? Because Adri loves it. My 10-year-old stepdaughter loves Descendants, and I just feel like more kids are watching that nowadays. Not knocking Disney Junior or anything, but knock all of this down and build Monsters Inc. And I'm really excited that Monsters Inc. is coming here. That's something that I've been wanting for a long time. That's been a heavy rumor for many years. And I'm just really excited about the suspended door coaster that Disney promised that would be coming. I mean, that's just long overdue. I can't wait to experience that and just have the monsters represented here at Walt Disney World. Again, I just feel like it is long overdue, but Disney, you have plenty of space right here. And of course, I'll share even more of my thoughts once I make it over to Muppet Vision 3D. But again, there's nothing going on in this space. You have plenty of room. There's no need to knock even more down. Plus, you have a massive parking lot. If you guys did not know, Hollywood Studios has the biggest parking lot. And it's the biggest because when they were building Galaxy's Edge, the original plan was to build it a little further away than where it is now. I'll be sure to put a screenshot so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't want to destroy anything in the park, Disney, you have a whole section in the parking lot where the cast members park and they have to walk all the way around to clock in for the shift. Very big parking lot. I am not making this up. Over here at Toy Story Mania, standby is sitting at a 40-minute wait currently. Over here at Slinky Dog Dash, standby is sitting at a 80-minute wait. And I do really believe that the reason why this attraction always has a longer wait is because every single day the lightning lanes are fully booked, which is slowing down the standby line. Best part right here.
Here we go.
This coaster is a lot of fun. To say the least here, this park is in dire need of a new attraction, and I really do think that Disney needs something right now. They don't need to wait until 2028, 2030, or whenever their plan is to have all of this new stuff open. I don't even think we're getting Villains Land until well into the 2030s, but that's just my personal thought there. But Hollywood Studios, man, they need help. This is a smaller park with not that many rides, and a lot of the rides here will have issues every day. Not like Tiana's. That's pretty bad. Even Rock and Roller Coaster will have issues every now and then, even though it seems like every day now. I'm on X reading how this and that attraction is down. It is what it is. I just really hope Disney doesn't wait too long, because I feel like if they wait longer and then next year, I know some of you are sick of me saying this, but when Epic Universe opens in 2025, it's going to be too late. People are going to be visiting Orlando to visit Epic Universe and not Disney. Not saying a good amount of people won't go to Epic Universe and then come over here to Disney for a few days, but Epic Universe will be the new #1 destination here in Orlando, and I'm very excited about that. But also, like, Disney, I love you guys. Let's step it up. I mean, what are you waiting for? I don't understand. Oh, nice. Looks like Disney added a seating area over here, which is really needed. Stormtroopers. Smuggler's Run is sitting at a 40-minute wait. It was also announced at D23 that we would be getting new scenes for this attraction, including the Mandalorian and Grogu, which I think was a very smart move, and I hope they bring that sooner rather than later. What in the world? Am I reading this correctly? Rise of the Resistance only has a 40-minute standby wait? Wow, that is lovely. Yeah, just by seeing the standby line for Rise of the Resistance alone tells me it is a slower day, well, a slower month here at Walt Disney World. Okay, my friends, the time has come to talk about Muppets and this Monsters Inc. coming here to replace it. Now, if you look at the concept art, and this is what is sparking all of the rumors and such, but we can see that water tower in the background of the concept art, and then something else that a lot of people have been saying is because we have these buildings here from when this park was MGM, that this pretty much looks like Monstropolis, right? It's an easier turnover, which I can see, but I am still pretty bitter that they got rid of the back lot as a whole. I really miss how the park was, and I know Disney misses it as well because the numbers aren't mathing. And then we walk over here and we have Muppet Vision 3D, which again, it opened in 1991. And I mean, every time I pass by this show, it always has a 5 or 10 minute wait. It never has anything higher than that. So you have to remember, when Disney or any company sees something not doing well day to day and isn't doing very well in the guest surveys, which everybody gets when you leave your Walt Disney World vacation, if the surveys aren't doing well, of course Disney is going to look to replace it because it's just kind of empty space in their eyes where they could be making more money, they could be bringing more people back to their parks. Obviously, if this does happen, everything back here would get demolished, including Pizza Rizzo, Mama Melrose, the Stage 1 company store, and then of course the building for Muppet Vision 3D right here. Oh, I even forgot about the Christmas store that has yet to reopen. I have to be honest here, I don't really care for the Muppets. I did not grow up watching the Muppets, and I just never really watched anything that has to do with the Muppets. So to me, I'm okay if they do replace the Muppets with Monsters Inc. And I know a lot of you are just like rolling your eyes at me now as you're watching me say this, but if I don't have a connection to something, I'm not emotionally connected to that thing. And I know a lot of Disney adults love the Muppets. They have many memories here within Muppet Vision 3D. They watched it as a kid. I did not. So again, I just don't have a strong connection towards it. I can't remember the last time I personally watched the show. And like I said earlier, every time I pass by the Muppets Vision 3D, it always has like a 5 to 10 minute wait. It never, even, you know, peak times like Christmas, it never has a super long wait time. And I am happy that we have a show like this here in this park because it's Central Florida. It's hot every day here. It's raining pretty much every single day here. So it's a nice place to relax, take in some air conditioning, and just watch a show. Disney took a lot away from this park. They started to take away the giant Sorcerer Mickey hat, the Great Movie Ride, which I miss the Great Movie Ride deeply. I don't know why they got rid of it. I don't know why they just couldn't build Mickey and Minnie's somewhere else. But Disney has a track record with just, you know, taking things away and replacing them with IP, which again, I don't mind the IP. I mean, it's Disney World. Why wouldn't you want IP? But also, like, Disney, you need to start making more original things, get back to the storytelling and get back to what you're good at. They haven't stopped. And if they really get rid of Muppet Vision 3D, I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, there's really nothing left here from the original days when this park was MGM, and you know, back here we can kind of remember the back lot and how it used to be with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and then they had the old Sully and Mike meet and greet back here. Those were the good days. But I am very curious to hear what you guys think of this whole debacle between Muppets and Animation Courtyard, where Disney should put Monsters Inc. or don't do anything to both and just build it where you have empty space here in the parking lots. Or do you even think Monsters Inc. should come here? Is this the wrong park or is this the right park? Are you team Animation Courtyard or team Muppet Vision 3D? Let me know down below. Wait, was it this water tower right above Mama Melrose? It was one of the water towers. I also really like how this part of the park is creative with the storytelling. There's paint everywhere. The theming is great. I mean, this whole building is awesome. Regardless, I am just happy that Disney is finally starting to do something. Bring new stuff, new experiences. It's time. They've waited long enough. But on the flip side, we're having to sacrifice a lot as park fans. But wait, there's more. And I'm only saying this because I heard this from a very trusted source of mine. The big rumor, Star Tours will be going away to make room for Monsters Inc. as well, which completely makes sense because you have a lot of space here, then you have a lot of space within Muppet Vision 3D, the Muppets Courtyard. So it just makes sense. I mean, the Jedi Training Academy has never reopened, and this was so awesome. I remember doing this as a kid, and I remember just coming here as an adult when I was vlogging just to watch the show. I mean, it was awesome. I don't understand why they never brought this back. I mean, other than budgeting, of course. I just feel like Disney's done with Star Tours. They brought the new scenes and they're going to let it play out for another year or two. I guess it makes sense because we have Galaxy's Edge now, and it just doesn't really make a lot of sense having a Star Wars attraction here, and then you have the Star Wars land down the road here, not too far away. It's just like, what's next? What are we going to have to get rid of next? At least we still have Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, but I have a very strange feeling this won't be around for too much longer. I do have one last strange feeling, and that feeling is I sense a name change is coming to this park very soon. I don't know, we'll see what happens, but that's what I'm sensing, and that's also what I'm hearing. Hello there, Gertie. Passing by Hollywood and Vine, and this is a character dining experience. Right now, it's themed to Minnie's Halloween Dine, and the characters are in their Halloween costumes. Check out these new Tower of Terror mini headbands with the service elevator right there. $44.99. All right, my friends, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'll end with this, just going back to everything I talked about. You have to learn to let things go, and that's something that I really had to learn recently. I'm still grieving Epcot. Like, I was just there the other day and I was walking around Communicore Hall and I just remembered what used to be there and what Disney chose to replace it with. And I just miss how the parks used to be, but I'm all for going into the future. I'm all for new attractions, new experiences coming to the parks, especially here at Walt Disney World, because this place, it needs a facelift. It does, and I hope that's the direction Disney is going with. However, I really wish they would just expand the parks and not demolish and just replace the existing rides. This was Jim Henson's final work, one of his final things that he did before he sadly passed away. And I think worst case, if they were to get rid of Muppet Vision 3D, maybe make like a little museum, just like how they did with Walt Disney Presents, where they put some of the Muppets costumes in there and just little things from the movies and even Muppet Vision 3D. I feel like if Disney was to do that, more people would be okay with it. More people would live with it. I mean, a lot of the Disney fans are very upset right now because of this, but worst case, I hope Disney will at least still offer a little tribute to the Muppets and Jim Henson. That's my thoughts. One thing I've learned covering Disney, once Disney makes up their mind, there's really no going back. And also, just because Disney announced all of these things doesn't really mean they're actually going to do it. They don't have a very good track record when it comes to that. So I'm not going to believe anything until I actually see construction and buildings go vertical. But for now, I am heading back to the bus station, hopping on a bus to get back to Saratoga Springs to enjoy our final night in our room, because tomorrow we check out. Adri, was the bed comfortable?
Yeah.
You sleep good?
Yes.
I came back to get this delicious margarita pizza. It is so freaking good. And then I got the meatloaf with garlic green beans and mashed potatoes. This is so good. Heading over to the Turf Club to grab a old-fashioned to go. I like this little bar a lot, but I got a old-fashioned with that Widow Jane bourbon. It's really good. But we can play some pool, sit down, watch the football games, and just enjoy Disney. It's our last night, so I'm just enjoying this as much as I can before it's time to go back home. All right, I just made it back to the room. I'm going to call it a night because I am absolutely exhausted and I have this wonderful Disney bed calling my name. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel in so many different ways. I love you guys so much. Please remember, it's nice to be nice on YouTube. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.